Welcome back! My name is ballerscuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1981, and we are still in Wizardry. When we last left off, these characters were no longer in my party. I lost these characters, but through the power of saves, I was able to bring them back. I had actually been too scared to close this game, thinking that it wouldn't actually save the game for me, but it actually does when I close the game in full. So that allowed me to then open up the save game and edit it, which I had to learn how to do. As a result, I do have my party back. Let's just pretend that I had a backup save this whole time and I used that to bring them back. I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was just trying to show things off. What I have done is I have given them a lot more experience. I have given them more experience than you probably thought that they would need. So let's take a look at Dane. He's the one with a good amount of experience. He's now up to level 13. I believe all my characters are at least 13, mostly 13 and 14. But as you can see, that took over 740,000 experience in order to get there. When we last left off, I believe I was somewhere in the range of 250. To get to this point would require, based on the averages that I was pulling when I tested it, about 10 to 12 hours more grinding. This is what you need in order to beat the game. And that is what I have done. The equipment that you can see here, I have gotten legitimately. The experience, I did not. I gave myself that experience because I didn't have 12 hours to grind. But I have gotten all of this equipment legitimately. I got it in treasure chests while I was doing, I believe, about 2 hours worth of grinding. So this is Dane now. We will try to show off a little bit more of what is possible later, but for now, this is the party that I'm going to use. Let's take a look at what spells Dane does know. He's got pretty much everything that I would want up to level 4. He does have access to Mahilito and Lahilito, which is pretty nice to have. Of course, his stats for that aren't the best. He's only got 12 IQ. He's actually higher in piety, but being a samurai, he's got access to Mage Spells. I do have the Slayer of Dragons. I got that in a treasure chest. The Slayer of Dragons, it's an upgraded sword, basically. Only fighters, samurais, lords, and ninja can use them. And it's good versus dragons because it's the Slayer of Dragons. I was able to purchase gloves of copper for people that needed it, stuff like that. Thorin is arguably a better character. He does have less strength, however, but he does have more HP, and he tends to hit harder, if I'm being honest, even though he's got less HP, or less strength. And he has a slightly worse weapon with the Mace +2, but he is pretty nice. Frodo is not really slacking, really. He does have some good equipment. I do have a Scroll of Catino on him, just in case I should happen to sneak up on an enemy and I want to use that. You can see Frodo is level 14, as was Thorin. Galadriel does have pretty much what we left her with. She does have access to some good spells. As you can see, she actually has the max that you can use on some of these levels. 9 is the max that you can use per level. When it comes to the Mage Spells, she actually cannot use the Lahilito. I'm going to have to use a Morless if I want to do that same damage. So not as good of an access as the Samurai does. But then again, it's random. So there's that. And then in terms of the priest spells, I believe that's everything for priests through level 3. No, there is one that I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm missing Dialco. The thing that cures sleep and paralysis is what I'm missing. The one that would be super helpful. Oh well. Galadriel's still useful, don't get me wrong, just not quite where I want her to be. She's also got terrible HP. Let's hope that she doesn't actually move up. Aaron is next. As you can see, Nothing all that spectacular in terms of equipment, but that's not really what I'm about. I'm about the piety and the spells. So let's take a look at the highest level spells in the game. We have already seen everything through level 5. I'm not sure that we've talked about level 6, but we'll talk about level 6 and level 7. Aaron does have access to all the spells at level 14. I was told that level 13 would be what I needed to get in order to get my characters to learn all the spells. For my characters this time, it took till level 14. So at level 6, we have Loctofate, and this translates to recall, and it causes all party members to be transported back to the castle. Sounds great, doesn't it? Wait, you're actually missing one of the spells. All right, anyway, Loctofate. It transports you back to the castle, the whole party. However, you lose all of your equipment and most of your gold. So it really is just a I need to get out of here before I die spell. Use it at your own risk. Then what do I have? I have Lorto, which translates to blades. That is 6d6 damage. So 6 to 36 points of damage on a monster group. Then I do have access to Mabadi. Mabadi is harming. It causes all hit points to be removed from a target, one enemy, except for 1d8 hit points. So 1 to 8 hit points left. I don't believe that that is something that I can use on the final boss, but it might be worth a shot. The one that I don't have access to, apparently, is Madi. And this is healing, and it causes all hit points to be restored and cures any condition on one character. You can't bring him back from the dead with Madi, but it'll cure everything else. And then we have access to both level 7 spells. So once again, like the spell, like when you learn them, seems to be random. We have access to Cadorto, which is Resurrection, restores the dead to life, restores all hit points, even if the character is already ashes. However, if you fail, character is gone forever. So might want to drop a backup save before you try a Cadorto. Then we have Malikto. Malikto is Word of Death. It's an attack spell that does 12 to 72 hit points of damage to all monsters. 12d6. So 12 six-sided dice rolls. 12 to 72 damage. That's a hell of a lot of damage. But that's the priest spells. So let's take a look at, the more offensive spells of the game. As you can see, I didn't really get anything for Faramir here. I did look up what happened to my Rod of Flame for the record, and it just has a chance to break. So it must have broken, and I did not see that. Either that or it didn't tell me that it broke, which is a possibility for this game. So let's take a look at the mage spells. I do believe that Faramir has access to all of the mage spells. We've already talked about some of the level 6 spells. We've already talked about Haman. We've talked about La Canito. I believe we've talked about Mesopic. And Zilwan, I don't think we've talked about. It destroys any one undead monster. That's what that does. And then Faramir does have access to all the level 7 spells. So Faramir does have access to everything now at level 14, once again, because level 13 wasn't enough for him. So we have Mahaman. That's an upgrade version of Haman. It translates to Great Change. And if you remember Haman was random. Mahaman is also random. You lose 1 experience level when you cast it, and you forget the spell. So there's that. So if I cast Mahaman with Faramir, I will forget how to use Mahaman, and he will be level 13. And for the record, when you lose a level like that, and then you go rest at the inn, you don't just get it back. You have to get enough experience to the next level in order to get that level that you lost back. It's not like you can just sleep and get it back. That's not how it works for this. So it's fun. So Mahaman it has a couple other things that it does. So remember, Haman can increase your spells. It'll do more damage. It'll heal more. It can cure the party of all status ailments. It can heal the party. It actually casts Maudie, for the record, on the whole party. And it can silence your enemies, and it can teleport your enemies away. Mahaman can do all of that, but it also can protect the party, which reduces the armor class of all party members by 20 for the rest of the encounter, so that's pretty nice. It'll make you very difficult to hit. Not impossible to hit, but difficult to hit. And then you can raise the dead. All dead characters are brought back to life with the Die spell, which is the healing resurrection spell. But remember, that can fail, and then it turns them to ashes, which makes them more expensive to bring back. So that's Mahaman. Those are the two extra things that it does. As far as I can tell, it's not really worth losing a level. It's not worth, I don't know, it's so risky. There's so many things that aren't going to be useful when I want to use it. Anyway, the last one is going to be much more useful. It is called Tilt-A-Weight, and that translates to Explosion. It hits all monsters for 10d10 damage, 10 to 100 points of damage to all monsters. That one is much nicer. I like that one. I do have access to a couple of those. I can do 3. I believe at level 13, Faramir was able to do 2 of the level 7 spells, but he couldn't do Tilt-A-Weight. That was the one that I had to wait for, so that's where we are with that. Okay, so when we last left off, I know we've been talking for a while, but it's time to get back into things. So basically what I did, just to reiterate, because I don't want you to think that I cheated too hard on this party, what I did is I brought them back to life as if I had a save game, a backup save with them, and I gave them enough experience to get them up to level 13 and 14, which is what I am told I need to be in order to beat the game. I'm told level 13, but I don't trust it. Not after what the game's done to me. So let's go into the maze, and we will cast Mograph, because that's what we do. Mograph. Okay. So no. Let's go this way. My dog will not leave me alone today. All right, let's go. We need to go through here toward the elevator. So one to the right, and then we can go all the way. Oh, we surprised some monsters. Isn't that nice? All right, we'll fight group 1, and I don't really care because I don't think they can actually do damage to me. And chances are they're going to run once they get a chance. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be able to hit me. Nobody ran from the kobolds, at least. But, hey, Dane did get hit twice. What are you doing? All right, well, we got something done. I think Dane just got hit twice. I think that was it. So let's heal with Galadriel. If you could do more than one at a time, that would have been great. Okay, so to the elevator. Another encounter. Yeah, you guys can stay. I don't need to fight you. Down to level 4. And then we will turn around and head down to, what do we want to go to? D, because that's where we died. D. Down to level 8. So, this is where we are. Yes? Oh, I don't like the sounds of this. Did I pick the wrong one? So, A is 4, B is 5, C is 6. No, I did the wrong one. It's actually E. I was counting backwards. I forgot that it doesn't actually go to level 10. All right, here we are. There we go. Level 8. I did not die on D. I died on E. I failed, apparently. Okay. As we get another encounter, I surprised 3 strange animals. What do I want to do? So I think I'm just going to fight them this first round. 7 damage from Frodo, 19 damage from Dane, Thorin for 23, and none of them have died. Okay. I think we're fight. Catino, Montino, Mahalito. I think a Mahalito will do the trick here, but I don't know what I'm up against. As long as I can get the silence off, I don't care too much. All right, so 2 out of the 3 I got. Mahalito not doing very much damage to these guys. Okay, Thorin kills 1. Frodo gets hit for 8. We got 1, 2. Okay, so 2 are... Well, 1's asleep. Oh, it's just a troll, so I don't think I needed to actually... No, what am I doing? Dios, there we go. I don't think I actually needed to silence them. I think they would have been fine. All right, 8 damage. 2 hit points back to Frodo. There we go. Fully healed. And down goes the last troll. And I believe everybody's back up to full. Okay. Ooh, do I care about this? I think I still do. All right, so alarm. Alarm just brings another enemy to you, for the record. Yeah, you could not disarm it. Well, keep trying until you do. And we find a shield. And armor. Typically, I don't want to identify out here. And I think I'm going to stick with that. All right, so the enemy that we killed is down here. I believe I went 1 to the right, and that's where I died. So let's hope that I don't die stepping forward here. This wasn't even supposed to be that difficult of a fight. Hey, lesser demons can live because they're friendly, apparently. All right, so I told you before that we were on a floor with an R, a J, and a W on it, standing for Robert J. Woodhead, one of the creators. This is the left branch of the W. And we're going to ignore that. Okay, all the way up here and around to another fixed encounter. And we surprised 6 archmages. That's nice. Okay, so fight, and use an item. We're going to use the Scroll of Catino. I'm not messing around with these guys. Do you have anything I can use? No. Do you? Dios and Latumofis? Nope. And do you have anything? Staff of Mograph? Sure. Use that on yourself. All right, Faramir's a little bit harder to hit. Okay, 1 mage asleep, 2 mage asleep, 3 mage asleep, 1 mage awake. I think it's just 1 awake. Okay, so just 1 archmage is awake. We have killed 2 of them. So that is pretty good for me. You should have access to Montino. You don't need to do much. Yeah, nothing. And then you go for a Lahalito. All right, 1 mage dead. Frodo does some damage, but it's not enough. All right, Lahalito goes out and kills all of them. I think it killed all of them. Because the Montino didn't hit anybody. Better safe than sorry at this point, though. All right, alarm. Disarmed. What do we get this time? Armor. Yeah, as you go deeper down, you start finding much more equipment down here. All right, so we're at, right now, the top of the R. Here is the hole in the R. The monster surprised me, but they're archmages. All right, stab, miss. Dane's got hit for 3. How do you hit somebody with a -4? You're a mage. Okay, let's try this again. Catino, Montino, Lahalito. Everybody else just attack. That's why I don't announce what they do. They just attack. Dane can do more than that, but I usually save him for when I have more groups of enemies. All right. Lahalito goes off and everybody is dead. Hooray. Okay. No treasure chest this time. This was not supposed to be a scripted one. All the other ones were. Okay, let's heal. Sweet. Okay, so this is the holes in the R. Nothing but fixed encounters in there. This is the rest of the R. All around here. Ogre Lords, that's not good. Fight, fight, fight. Catino, Montino, Mahalito. Okay, we hit one. I'm not trying to kill him with the Mahalito. I'm just trying to do enough damage so that somebody else can finish him off. All right, one still can cast a spell, and he goes for a Molito and does damage to everybody. That's not too bad. I can come away from that with something. We can live, so to speak, through that. All right, put the other one to sleep, and down it goes. Okay, so now we're going to have to heal again. Let's play it like extra cautious. Maybe like on the trip back we leave. All right, heal Dane. And 5. You can heal probably everybody else. Going fast, but that's because I know who needs healing. Dial is next. Really? I have to wait another dial on you? Okay. All right, so that is the R. Why am I getting so many encounters? I surprised 4 giants. All right, fight, fight, fight. Parry, parry, parry. Fight, fight, fight. Catino, Montino, Lahalito. We're probably going to leave pretty soon after this. They resist the Montino. Well, some of them did. It's always kind of hard to say what's going on. Like I said, though, I should have enough experience to actually beat the game. I believe that I have a strong enough party to actually do that without any more level grinding. But as you can see, I'm still having some difficulty just kind of roaming around. How are you going to resist a Lahalito? How dare you? I don't think anybody got hit, though. No, and there's only 2 alive, so I'm going to just go for that. Yeah, Thorin gets 1, Frodo does damage, Giant misses, and Dane finishes the job. All right, we're good. 13,000 experience. I don't like hanging around here, to be honest. That's not where I'm happy. All right, so we're at the top left corner of the R. There's nothing that goes through here. This loops around and goes to kind of a wide open area, but there is nothing there other than where you can warp to. But that's it. So let's just get out of here. I did mention that there was like a dance floor here on level 8. That is still there. I don't have access to find it myself because it's through one-way hidden doors. But it is here. It is huge, and I would recommend avoiding it at all costs. All right, I surprised the monsters. Let's go for the priests first. I don't really have anything else to do but let my front line attack. I don't know what level the priests are. They're level 5. I'm confused. Catino on 2, Montino on 2, and Macanito, I believe, kills all of these. All right. There go the... Oh, one of them lived. I don't know if it's because he's strong enough, like high enough level, or if it just missed. That's the problem. They don't really give me that kind of information. But he couldn't do much damage. All right, Montino's not going anywhere. Catino's also not going anywhere. Can we go through this? All right, so let's just try to kill the last one here. Thorin, Dane, neither one of you could do it? That guy's got a lot of HP. Frodo misses. Thorin misses. But Frodo gets hit. If you guys had done more damage, like this would have been a lot better. All right, so, yeah. Camp. No, that's not what I meant. Which way am I facing? This way. Okay. That's north. That's where I want to go. Dial on Frodo. Okay. So now we can go down this long corridor, and we're going to get out of here because apparently level 8 is pretty tough. This way. There we go. And back up to level 1. Turn around and just get out of here. For the record, I will show you how much level grinding it would take to get to the next level, because we got a ton of experience, much more than I got in any of my practice runs, because I was too scared to go to basement number 8, because there's monsters in here that can sap one of your levels, and that's terrible. I hate that. So let's take a look what we have. We have 767,000 experience, but if I were to take Dane to the inn, you can see he needs almost 300,000 more experience to get to the next level. It starts getting ridiculous how much experience you need in order to get each level. Once you hit 13 and 14, it's insane. But it does take a lot just to get to there too. Like I said, probably somewhere around 10 to 12 hours based on where I was before. All right, so this can be traded. We will see what Galadriel has to say about the items that I picked up. 4, 4, and 4. And then we'll have you just start identifying things. Number 5, please. Try again. Hey, you figured it out. Plate mail, that can be sold. Shield, come on now. Galadriel, how long have you been alive? You can look at this stuff. Granted, it says that you're a lot younger than that. You're only 15. I don't think you're even in the books when you're 15. Okay, so that can be sold. Number 5, all the way up. It's not like I'm getting a ton of experience. I'm just more trying to check it and then clear inventory space. I could easily drop it. It doesn't matter. The money's not useful to me anymore. And it hasn't been for a while. Ever since I got the cursed ring, it hasn't been useful. Okay. You can have the sword. We'll see if that's any good. And then we'll have you look. You don't have anything. All right. Identify number 5, please. For the record, the Identify 9 trick doesn't work here. Hey, longsword +2. Don't think that's useful for anybody anymore, but it has my attention enough that I'm going to look. Longsword +2, 7.5 plus or minus 4.5 damage. By the way, I'm looking at the wiki because this is not listed anywhere. Actually, it is better than the Dragon Slayer. It's got a higher cap. Yeah, it's plainly better than the Dragon Slayer. So we're going to go ahead and trade that with Dane. All right, so Dane can now equip the longsword +2. And we're just going to hope that I don't encounter too many dragons. You know what? Let's trade that over to Thorin. The Dragon Slayer is 6.5 plus or minus 4.5, and the mace is 6 plus 5 plus or minus 3.5. So it's better, I would say. I think. Honestly, it depends on the dice rolls. Okay, so then you can equip that, and that. Okay, does anybody need the mace? You can't use it. You could use it. Okay, you trade for, and you pass that over. And you can equip that. Not that I think you're ever going to use it. I'm just going to drop it. I don't care. Okay. Divvy up the gold just to, I guess, be safe. Let's head back out. We'll finish exploring level 8. We got to go kind of slow these days. And that's even when I have everything that I could want. Well, not everything I could want, but I am set to beat the game, and I'm still like scared to explore an entire floor all by itself. You guys gonna run? Yeah, not too many of them ran. All right, Dane, and you go there, you go there. I'm not going to try to do too much to you guys here. Bubbly slimes don't run too often, but orcs do. So, there we go. Ta-da! And nobody got hit. 10 gold points! Well, gold pieces. I've been saying points this whole time. I don't know why. I know they're gold pieces. I'm not even sure if I was going for a joke. All right. So back down. Surprise the monsters. I don't like the looks of this. Okay. So fight again. This time we're going to go for a Catino on 2. You don't do anything. You go for a Machinito, which should do the trick. Like, the reason that you want Machinito is for fights like this. All right. So we got that off. And they're all dead. They're just all dead. That's what happens there. Okay, so through here to the second one, we're going to go to E. And now we're going to go through the long hallway. Okay, so last time we went right, this time we'll go left after we leave the Master Thieves alone. We'll go left. This will lead us through the other part of the W. They can stay. Here's the other part of the W. And if we go around here, we can enter the J. Major Dimos surprised me. They actually can do damage. Miss, miss. Frodo got hit. Okay, just the one on Frodo, it looks like. That's not too bad. Attack, attack, attack. Catino, Bomatu, and Lahalito. Alright, so we're not killing any of them, but we're doing quite a bit of damage. Alright, there's one. They can take a lot of damage, though. Alright, the Bomatu is going to be super useful then. And hopefully I do put most of them to sleep. I don't believe that they have access to magic. But I think we are good at this point, especially with the Bomatu going. Bomatu going. You can stack those, by the way, but I'm not going to bother. And then we'll go for 2 Mahalitos at the end. And that should do the trick. No? Somebody's alive. Somebody's going to do the rest of the damage here? 2 of them are still alive. Just fight until they're dead. How are you not killing them? Thorin, you did just as much damage as Frodo. You should be ashamed of yourself. Finish the job. All right, I'm going to start healing Frodo. And 2 should do the trick because I don't think either one's going to be able to do, 7 healing. That's... I don't like my odds of that happening. All right, down goes the last one. Almost 2,000 experience for that. And then we will have you heal Frodo again. All right. So, like I said, this is the top portion of the J. We actually have a fixed encounter right there. That's why I wasn't happy about the last one. 5 men in armor surprised me. I don't believe that they are samurai. I believe that they are fighters. Frodo's getting demolished here. But that's all right. We'll pull through this. We will cast... no, we'll just have you attack. Catino, Bomatu, Lahalito. Because I'm not assuming that they are under level 8 at this point. Frodo gets a shot in. Lahalito's doing some damage. But apparently it's not enough to kill these guys. Even Lahalito is not strong enough these days. Bomatu should mean that they do not hit at this point. They shouldn't. They still could, but they shouldn't. Hey, I got one. And then we put the rest of them to sleep. Yeah, Galadriel's super slow. Part of me says that I should put Dane on Catino, but he's slow too. All right, the only one that got hit is Frodo. Fight, fight, fight. Mahilito, Dios on Frodo, Mahilito. That should do the trick. All right, 1 down. Frodo misses. 2. Just 2. Just 2. All right, 5 hit points to Frodo, but he's got a lot to go. All right, we got another one. Dane, can you go in and... No, he already had his turn. All right, fight, fight, fight. Dios. Dios. Done. Just one of you is going to do the trick. 3 hit points, and Frodo's completely healed. There we go. All right, 1,500 experience and a teleporter. I don't like the sounds of that. Disarm it, please. Okay. I have been teleported quite a bit. I would rather that not happen. Hey, a dagger, that could be really nice. There's a specific dagger that I would want, but I haven't been able to come across it yet. Okay, so here is a J. Or we could get into a fight. That's fine too. Kill the Master Thief just because we can. It makes it easier for me to focus on one group than to have everything split. Even if there's just a thief versus men in robes like that. Okay, fight, fight, fight. Catino, Montino, Lahilito. They don't have a lot of HP, these guys. So the Lahilito should do the trick, but I would love if the Montino worked. The Lahilito's not even doing the trick either. Okay. Well, I got all but one, it looks like. And that guy's asleep now. And then Dane does 70 damage. All right. There we go. That works out nicely. Yeah, this is the J. There's not supposed to be any fixed fights here. That's the J. Did I surprise him? I didn't even see. I did because I can't use a spell. All right, so surprise. Thorin. Yeah, we're not doing much here. All right, Major Daimos, huh? Mahilito. Bamatu, Mahilito. Yeah, we'll finish level 8 and then we'll leave and then find level 9 another time. That's going to be the plan here. All right, Mahilito. I mean, it's doing some damage. Or not. Or it could not do damage. I think it said that Thorin got hit. I was too busy focused on whether I killed it to notice anything. All right, now the Bamatu goes off. Now you can't hit. Yeah, Thorin got hit. Okay, so 3 left. We'll just go for that and that. And you're fine. All right, 4 hit points on Thorin, and the Mahilito should finish the job on most of them, or I could be wrong. Or I could just be plain wrong about everything. Dane? Did you already get your turn? You're slacking on me, Dane. On Thorin. Like, just the 2 of you, Thorin and Dane, should each kill one at this point. All right, Dane gets 1. And Thorin doesn't finish the job at all. Okay, 1 more try here. Frodo does damage. Thorin's healed. Then he gets hit again. But then he finishes the guy off. So I guess I can't complain too much. I think I've lost track of actually where I am. All right. Heal Thorin. There we go. Oh, I'm at the top of the J. Okay. I think. No, this is the top of the J. Okay, so there's actually something that I can show off here. I'm going to be very careful about it, but this is another kind of big empty room. Except for one spot. I'm going to stay on the outside to make sure I avoid it. This spot right here, that shows nothing, right here in the middle of everything, is a warp that will take you into the dance hall. I would avoid that if I was you. What we can do is head all the way to the top of this empty area. There's nothing here. And we can go through here. This leads you into darkness, but this particular spot right here is a warp that takes you deeper into darkness. And it is the only, well, one of the 2 exits that you can take to this room. So if you try to take this exit, you see the, well, you can't see the door because you're in darkness, but if you try to go back here, it'll warp you back. You have to basically go through another door that's 4 squares to the right here. But yeah, that's level 8, is a whole lot of nothing. Once again, we're going to go around the outside because I do not want to get warped here. The last thing that I want is to get warped into the dance hall. For the record, the way out of the darkness will lead you right here. Or sorry, not there. Let me show you. It's Monster Surprised Me! Thieves and priests. What level are the priests? That's the question. If they're master, then there's not much I can do, but the thieves, I know I'm not going to be able to kill with a Machinito. But if they're level 7 or below, then I can fight them with a Machinito and take out them all in one go. All right, so Dane, go for that. And then we're going to be on the safe side. But Machinito will finish off the priests. All right, the Catino went off first. Galadriel is apparently fast today. It's always hard to tell. Always hard to tell. Machinito, like, Faramir is one of my fastest party members. That just kind of shows the randomness of who goes first in this. Apparently the Master Thief is under level 8. I figured it was much higher than that. I figured level 10. That'd be a master. But nope, apparently it's still under level 8. All right, down you all go. Not a lot going my way there. Okay, so this is kind of around the W again. It takes you to the corner of the W, not where we were before. And we are good for level 8 now. So let's get out of here. The only way in, well, sorry, not the only way in, but the only way out of level 8 is through the elevator. That's it. Or, you know, you can use the thing to get you out of here, but takes all your equipment and takes all, well, most of your money. That is also an option. I would not recommend that, and I would just say don't come here if you don't have the blue ribbon. That makes more sense to me. Okay, so that is level 8 done. We do need to do some exploring on level 9. All right, we'll take the stairs. I don't think I got anything, did I? Did I get like staff or anything to identify? I got a dagger, that's right. That could be good. It could be really nice. I don't know if I actually want to try it though. I might have to drop, well, not drop, but I might have to close the game and get another save before I test that. Anything from you guys? There is a staff there. No, it's equipped. All right. They didn't want to do it because it was equipped, but I have to do the whole thing again. Hit the wrong button. 5. There we go. Identify number 5 for me. Try again. Dagger of Speed. Interesting. Not what I was hoping for, but it can be nice. Staff of Mograph again. Dagger of Speed. It reduces your AC by 3. And it can only be equipped by the mage and the ninja. So it's got terrible stats. It only does 2.5 plus or minus 1.5 damage. It's one of the worst items attack-wise in the game. It's the same as a normal dagger. But it does lower your AC by 3. You're on a better thing, right? You're on the short sword plus 1. That's much better than the normal dagger. I'm just going to sell it. I don't see a point of trying to like increase my mage's AC or decrease it. I don't see a point to that. So I'm just going to sell it. It's too late in the game for me to want that. So away it goes. As you can see, it's quite expensive. They think it's really nice. And lowering AC is nice, but not on literally the last person in my party. And I don't have a ninja, so that's the end of that. Okay, let's divvy up the gold, and we will head out again. This time we will go to level 9. This is the last floor that's available to us from the elevator. It is also the last kind of official floor. So let's cast Amorphic, because it lasts the entirety of our expedition today. We'll try to explore level 9, and then I'll see where we are in terms of time. Because level 10 is where Big Bad is. So let's see what we can do before that. All right, down to F. All right. This is the only way into level 9, through this elevator. So if you don't have access to the elevator, you're kind of screwed. It can be a very short level. If you go 1 north, which is what we did, and then 1 west, you'll get into a fixed encounter with a Gorgon. How much do I think that I can just do this? All right, we'll do the low-level spells here. Thorin does 10. Frodo does 6. Okay, the Gorgon misses. And this is a Dungeons & Dragons style Gorgon. All right, so we did do the trick there. It's not a Greek Gorgon, so to speak. All right, disable the teleporter. Okay, teleporting here is very risky because there's warps in a lot of this floor, just all in spots that you can't normally go. So if they warp you out of bounds here, there's a very good chance that you will be warped back to level 1, which isn't the worst thing in the world, granted. But anyway, this is a short level. If you just want to go down, there's a chute right there. You can't see it, but it's there. Let's avoid that. We can go around here, but it just kind of circles back to where we already were, so I'm not interested in that. We can head this way and kind of explore around. Level 9 is more or less a square-ish, but it has letters in it as well. There is an A, a C, and a G. That's for Andrew C. Greenberg, who also helped create the game. And we have to go this way and down. Let's try to explore as much as we can. We're in a giant G right now. That's basically what's happening. Do I have to go this way? I do. And this will take us to the top of the G. This is the top left corner over here. All right, surprised by this strange animal and the thieves. Yeah, the thieves, I believe, are low level. Or not. They could do 21 damage to Frodo. They're apparently accurate thieves. 18 damage to Thorin, too. Yeah, we have another Gorgon. The Gorgon can paralyze me, I believe. We're going to have everybody hit the Gorgon, but we're going to have you guys hit the thieves. Go for a Bomatu. Yes. And for a Mahalito. Macanito, actually. Because I think I can kill the thieves. Alright, 4 damage on the Gorgon. 19 more. Thieves are taking some damage. Alright, so far so good. Macanito was useless, apparently. These are high-level thieves. And the Gorgon breathes on the party, which apparently is one of the most damaging things in the game. I'm not sure how much we've shown that off to this point, but yeah, breathing is damaging. Right before Dane kills it. Okay, so attack, 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 heal. heal. I mean, you guys should be able to finish him. All right, one down. And Dane takes out the other one. All right, 1,000 experience, but I mean, it felt so much worse than that. All right, gas bomb in there. And that has been disarmed. Armor could be good. Let's go ahead and camp and heal all of that. As best as we can. All right, now you're up. Like one breath attack and suddenly I'm out of spells at level 1. Nope. All right, out there. Dial at 4, dial at 5. Gotta do it again. Well, don't have to, but I'm gonna. And dial at 6 twice. Okay, so I'm all out of level 1 and possibly soon level 2 spells. All right, so this right here is the top left corner of the G. There are enemies pretty much all along the way here. Yeah, this is pretty much the only way I can go. All right, so it is kind of a giant G, but it's difficult to make it where you want to go. There's a lot of roundabouts and stuff. So those unseen entities, they scare me. The ogres also scare me because I feel like they're the ones that were responsible for my death last time. But the unseen entities scare me more than anything because they can sap a level. And I'm not interested in losing a level. So let's try to take out the unseen entities first. You have access to Lahalito. No, you don't. No, Dane has access to Lahalito. So you go for them. You go for Catino and Montino on the ogres. And we're going to try to make sure I kill those unseen entities. All right, some damage there. All right. We got 1. We got 2. Unseen entity misses. Ogres are, we got 1 out of 2 silenced. And 1 out of 2 asleep. I don't know if it's spread out though. Okay. Yeah, those are ogre lords. That's one of the issues with this game is that there's kind of vague descriptions of monsters and specific descriptions of monsters. And I thought ogres was specific, but it turns out not to be. These are ogre lords. But the other ogres that we fought, they're specifically ogres. These are generically ogres. Yeah. Drives me nuts. All right, so that should be good here. You're either asleep or silenced. I don't know which one you are. You're silenced. And dead. All right, Ogre Lord should die here down. Frodo does the trick. All right. So that's something. And we can inspect. Teleporter. Don't take me out of here, please. All right. And it takes you basically back to the entrance, if that were to happen. No. Another encounter here. We surprised 5 unseen entities. Once again, these guys scare me. They're Night Stalkers. I believe these are the ones that do the damage. And then Catino, Montino, baby, why don't we go? I don't even know if it's a spell that they have to cast that actually casts that sucks the level away from me. I think it's just a normal attack. The Lahalito's not doing the trick. That makes me nervous. All right, we got 1 that's still alive. 2 that are still alive. But they miss. Okay. I have backup saves in case they actually do something to me, but I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. We'll do 2 Mahalitos. All right, 1 down, 2 down. All right, the Mahalitos are useless. Priest Blaster, that usually paralyzes them. But we made it through. Okay. Still nothing that way. Figured there'd be something that way. I'm getting so many fights here. Alright, I think I can fight them just like that and win. A Will-O-Wisp does scare me a little bit, but I can do a lot of damage to a Will-O-Wisp. And they can't do a lot of damage to me, I don't think. But I have to hit them. That's the thing that has to happen. Frodo, you're 0 for 2. Dane, that's not enough damage. One more round of this. Come on. Frodo, what are you doing? Alright, we got it. Took way too long to do it, but it gave me 7,000 experience. Once again, though, I needed like 500,000. Alright, one more fight here. Chimeras surprised me. That's usually not good. Chimeras are known for casting spells, so obviously this is going to require some heals. Okay. Fight, fight, fight. Catino. Montino. Lacanito. Let's try it. Lacanito. We don't use that one too often. But I'm hoping for the best on that one. Alright, well, we got some of it. We got half of them. Lacanito does the trick on some of them. Let's see how many. Well, one's alive. At least one. Alright, one stays alive. Oh, we're out of spells for you. Dial on one, and yeah, just the regular fight should do the trick. 7 hit points. Alright, Thorin does it. Alright, Priest Blaster. There we go. Find a scroll. Don't know. Then 76 gold pieces. That's not going to help me any. Dial. I'm out of dials. Dialma. That's the next level. Dialma on 2. There we go. All right, so there will lead you to a room on the left here. That door leads you to a room that doesn't seem to have anything in it. But there's a one-way hidden door on the other side that spells out the A. And you can make it to the A here. We're still in the G. There's a lot to the G here. I'm getting so many encounters. I might have to leave pretty soon here. Okay. I think this is going to be the faster way, actually. I surprised the monsters. Wyverns and unseen entities, huh? All right. Try to take out the wyverns first, I guess. None of that killed them. That's really all I cared about. Let's go for a Lahalito. Do you still have one? You do. And you go for a Catino on 2. You go for a Montino on 2. And you go for a Lacanito on 2. And hopefully, you know, whatever lives through that is either silenced or asleep. There are 6 of them. And where am I? Where do I have to go? Okay. All right, Lacanito does do the trick on some of them. Like I said, some. And hopefully the wyverns go down because they can also breathe on the party, which would be bad. Some of them are still alive. And I don't think I got sleep or silence on a lot of them. Bites, claws, it doesn't matter how you try to attack if you miss. And we got a poison on Thorin. That can be fixed, though. Alright, who's alive after all that? 1 and 3. Alright, you take out that one. You take out that. Do you have access to that? No. Mahalito, then. on 2. You go for a Latumofis. Oh, I used all of them there. You have a Latumofis. Yes. 6 on 2. And then Lahalito on 2. All right, Lahalito. I mean, it's killing something. Got 2 of them. Thorin's cured. Wyvern's dead. And they went for a Catino. And I think my fighters are alive, and they went through that. Dane's asleep, but that shouldn't be the worst thing. I was really hoping the Mahalito did the trick, but Thorin's going to have to do the rest here. Oh, Galadriel did it. Nice job. 8 damage. All right, you going to put me back in order again? Frodo is now 2. So let's make sure we use Frodo for this. There we go. I need to get out of here pretty soon. All right, so we need to camp and reorder. It's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Where was I? I think I was just going this way. Are you kidding? Like every step. Every step I'm getting into a fight. What? Just go. Okay, 2 ran and 2 are alive. Gazehounds, I remember encountering on much higher floors, so we should be able to finish them off. Thorin, what are you doing? 3 damage on the Gazehound. Alright, yeah, these are pretty weak enemies. Okay, so this should take me to, yes, kind of a horseshoe shape, I guess. Sure, like a backwards C. And this will take me, 1 Ogre Lord on Tino. We'll have you do it. And regular Halito from you. Okay, 4 damage, 4 more damage. Did not silence it. Okay, 5 damage on a Halito from him. We should be able to finish the job here. Somebody just hit him. Thank you. Okay, so this is kind of the middle left part of the G. Can I? Thank you. This is kind of the middle left part of the G. And there is something that we can take here that loops around to the right side of the G, which is the way out. So we're going to take the way out. It's faster to just kind of go this way than anything else, especially since I didn't get into a fight there, but I did there. I surprised priests, huh? Not enough to kill them, but I surprised them. Montino, 2 Montinos, and a Lahalito. All right, Badial's not too bad. Badial is a decent damage spell, but it only hits 1 person, so it's not too bad. I'm trying not to heal at this point. All right, we got 1. We got 2 silenced, but that means there's at least 4 alive. Okay. 2. Please just finish the job. Thorin and Dane, I'm counting on you primarily. But Frodo, I mean, I wouldn't say he stepped up. He did 4 damage, but he did. That was enough. All right, Stunner. 73 gold pieces. All right. So then we can go out through here. This leads nowhere. This is the bottom right corner of the G. And if we kind of circle around here, yes, this way, and through here, it'll take us back to the elevator. So we kind of went full circle, but we did skip kind of the upper right portion of the G, and we still haven't found the C. So we're going to do that after I, heal and get my spells back. That would be nice. Even at the level that I am, it's kind of recommended not to fight too many enemies on level 8 and 9. It's just not worth the risk. Okay, so let's go back and heal. Let's just do the high level stuff here. Dios on 1 should do the trick. So Dialma on 2. There we go. Dios. Yeah, that was it. No, there's still more. Dial on 6. There we go. All right, let's get out. And we had stuff to identify this time, didn't we? We did. You already have most of the stuff. Anybody else have anything? You do. Trade for enter 7, enter. And Faramir also had something, but I think we're already full. We are. All right, so let's identify this stuff, see if we got anything nice. Short sword -1. Obviously not nice. Clothing. Regular robes. The worst armor in the game, I think. Like, I don't even think some of the cursed stuff's as bad as just regular robes. Yeah, I don't care about Scroll of Badios. And a plate mail +1. Yeah, I have plate mail on Galadriel. I'm like, why don't I have plate mail +1 equipped on Galadriel? Well, I have plate mail on her that she doesn't need. All right, so let's go and sell most of that. So I can actually sell this plate mail that I've been holding on to for who knows how long. And it hasn't been useful for a long time. And then just all of this. I don't care about the Scroll of Badios. A Badios spell is not going to make the change in any fight. It's not going to make that big of a difference. Okay, and then Gilgamesh's Tavern, you had something. And we will have you inspect that. There we go. Scroll of Catino. That is useful. I will hold on to that. All right, we can divvy gold. Once again, nobody is even close to the next level, so there's no point in checking that. Let's head back to the maze, and we'll do at least one more thing out there, and then we can start talking about end game. Okay, don't take the stairs. We will motor again and try to explore the rest of level 9. So down to level 4, turn around, and through this elevator to level 9. Okay. So this time we're going to go right, the way that we could have gone before. The way that we ended up coming from to get to the elevator. And I'm all turned around here. Yes, this way. There we go. Nope, I am fully turned around. Okay, so through here is the elevator. So let's do this right. There we go. That wasn't difficult. Just need to pay attention. Level 10 mages could live. There's a fixed encounter. I surprised men in armor. Mahalito from you and a Lahalito from you should do the trick. The Mahalito that killed the guy, I'm assuming that he was already hit. That wasn't full damage. The Mahalito, I didn't cast that thinking that it would kill anybody in one shot. Yeah, the men in armor probably aren't going to hit me as is. So I didn't go for a Bomatu here. Oh, one level 10 fighter left. All right, well, down you go. I was prepared. That's kind of the thing about this game, is that you can go all out on every fight, and it wouldn't be that much different than what I'm doing. Oh, it's a teleporter. Where did it teleport me? Where am I? What's the spell again? Like, this is just bad. All right, so it's from the mage. Duma pick. There we go. Facing west. Okay, we're still on the ninth floor, like I thought. We could have been moved somewhere else. 19 14 east. Sorry, I was miscounting here. And 10 north. Okay. We're actually... I didn't see which way I was facing, but I know where I am. Okay, so... we were actually just a little bit away. I can actually go to where we were. If I stop getting into fights. Master Thieves. Last time I was able to kill a Master Thief with the Machinito. Let's try that again. Is that always the case? That's the new question. It looks like it is. It looks like Machinito will always kill Master Thieves. Master Thieves apparently just don't get above level 8. Which makes sense. Like, there's a way that I could get around that. You can technically change your class at any time in the game. You just have to have the right stats for it. And that is harder. You know what? I already forgot what it was, so I'm going to leave it alone. Never mind. Yeah, I didn't remember what the thing was. I was too busy talking about changing classes. You can change your class at any time. There's no problem changing your class. You just have to have the proper stats for it. And the proper affinity. You have to be, good, neutral, or evil. Once you have all that, you can change your class. But changing your class ages your character and resets their level to level 1. So expect a lot of grinding. Okay, so last time we were out, we came through this way and then went this way. Really, why is the encounter rate so high here? I don't even know if that's an ogre or an ogre lord. I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to try to do 3 fights here. It is an ogre lord, but I believe I can kill it. Halito's not bad. I did kill it. We went this way in order to get back to the elevator, so that's where we were. I believe that we were just one ahead of this when we got warped. So we're back to where we were. I already forgot who got hit. Apparently I'm not good at remembering things today. Too busy trying to explore. Okay. Another fixed encounter even though we were already here. Surprised by level 7 mages. So a Machinito is called for again. So fight, fight, fight. Parry, parry. Machinito. Machinito went out first. I win. End of story. That's it. It's a guaranteed kill. It doesn't miss. It only misses if they're above level 8, I believe. I believe. I don't know. That's what I'm told. Through here are 2 more 2x2 rooms that make up the rest of the G. They have fixed encounters in them, and that's it. But if we go this way, this is where we warped to. This is the bottom part of the C. That is the C. And it's right next to the A. And then when you exit it, you go back out to the top right corner of the G. And that's pretty much it. All right, so we have lots of stuff going on here. La Halito on 2, please. Go and fight them. Mahalito on 1. Bama 2. And a La Halito on the larger group. Okay. Let's see what that does for me. Bama 2 is going to be good for me. All right, La Halito's doing quite a bit of damage. Not enough to kill, but I do have 2 of them, so I'm hoping that between the 2, I can get the kills. All right, Man in Armor misses. All right, we got the kills on the level 10 fighters. No, 1's alive. 1 lived through that. 1 lived through 2 La Halitos. That's saying something. Okay, the men in armor are pretty tough too. So we'll have you finish that one. And you kill the top section. Okay. Well, down goes 1. The other one lived because there's only 6 damage. And we're gonna do the trick here. There we go. Down you all go. 1900 experience. Okay, so this is the top. I don't know if I trust you there. Hey, apparently it worked. That was a trapless chest. Okay, so this is the hook of the G at the top. And that's the rest of the dungeon. Was hoping to be able to do it all in, or the rest of the level, I should say. Hoping to be able to do it all in one go, but level 9 does prove to be tough. All right, fire giants in front of me, so do not cast fire at them. I don't know if I know the names of the other spells off the top of my head. I'm going to have to look those up. You can do a Molito, and you can do a Modalto. Modalto's cold. Molito, I think, is sparks, but I think that's just basic damage. But if they're fire giants, I'm not going to cast fire at them. Modalto should do the trick. And it did. Hooray, we won! 705 experience, 101 gold points. And through here, so many encounters. All right, did they hit? Yep. 7 damage on Thorin. Mahalito, Bamatu, Lahalito. I can start thinking about going all out on these fights because I am going to leave. I'm not going to kind of go out and then try to fight the final boss. Because going to level 10 is a one-way trek. That is a thing. So don't go down there unless you're fully ready to go. Anybody still alive? Anybody get hit? I know Thorin got hit once. Yeah, just the once. All right. So he didn't get hit this turn. Dios. Thorin, I need you to hit from time to time. Frodo, what are you doing? It's up to Dane now. Yeah, the man armor's not going to hit me. Not at this point. All right, 1,200 more experience my way, and hopefully we can get out of here without too many more fights. Back to the elevator. 5 Ogre Lords. That's not good. Actually, you have something for this. You have the Scroll of Catino. Let's use that. That's really the only thing outside of fighting that I can do. All right, 1, 2, not 3, 4, and 5. So all but one of them is now asleep. But they can wake up any turn. So don't assume that's it. Lahalito from you. Fight. Mahalito from you. No. Montino from you. There we go. Montino from you as well. Let's not mess around. Lahalito. All right. Montino goes out, and I have silenced 1, at least 2. Let's call that 3. Let's call that all 4. I think I got all 4 of them. They're still alive, though, but I have 2 Lahalitos coming your way. Let's see if you live through that. Yeah, you can't speak. You can't make me easier to hit. A double Montino wasn't useful, but you just never know. All right, now I think I can just fight. Should anybody still be alive. I think I killed them all, though. Down they all go. All right. So still trying to get out of here. This is the last supposed fixed encounter right there. But we can head out and make it to the elevator. There we go. Oh. I wasn't supposed to go right first. I was just supposed to go straight. There we go. And out through here. Okay. I think we do have some stuff to look at. Let's talk about endgame a bit. We have now explored everything that we can except for the final floor. The final floor is floor number 10. We can find the wizard that we talked about there. His name's Wordna, which is Andrew backwards. I forgot who I was on already. You already have it. Okay. Let's identify. Wordna, Andrew backwards. In some versions of the game, the top levels are known as Trebor, which is Robert backwards. Andrew, Robert, creators of the game. They just snuck a whole bunch of references to themselves in there. Leather -1. Lovely. So going there is a one-way trek. That's why you go down what's known as a chute. You don't go down a warp. You don't go down an elevator. You go down a chute. It is a one-way trip. So you don't want to go down there unless you are fully prepared. I believe that I am fully prepared to do that. But there's actually quite a bit to do down there. Once you make it, there are several fights that I'm going to have to go through. So what we're going to do is take care of this next time. We're going to make it all the way to him. There's several fixed fights that we have to go through. I have to make sure that I have my strategy going. I have to make sure that not only is this party prepared, but my secondary party is prepared. We'll talk about that hopefully after I beat this one. We're going to have a bonus fight with Wordna at the end. Wordna? Yes, Wordna. That is what we are going to do. We're going to go down, fight him with this party, hopefully win. This is just kind of a normal-ish party. And then we'll see what happens if you don't have a normal party. But that is going to do it for this video today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've been ballerscuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. I hope you laughed. I hope you learned. I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.